Raceway Park. We are less than 50 laps away from the conclusion. As you just saw, SportsCenter will be coming up next. Mike Tirico and Craig Kilburn, all the action and all the sports around the country. Strawberry returns, preseason highlights from the NFL, and of course the labor woes. It's all coming up at the conclusion of our Speedway coverage of the Busch Grand National Kroger 200. There's Jason Keller's Budget Gourmet Chevrolet. If there's a sentimental favorite up front, it's got to be this young man. 2 full years on the tour, and he has yet to go to victory lane. He has been very, very close. And boy, wouldn't it be an emotional win tonight for that young man?
It certainly would. He's been looking forward to that first win. And Jerry, that we're about to get the green flag when they come around the next time. Let's update the situation. Chris Diamond, who hit the light pole over there a little bit earlier. We have a report from NASCAR that Chris was okay, so we're happy to report that. And Chad Little, for you Chad Little fans, he lost about 18 laps when they were changing that battery. So he is being shown now in 28th position.
Chad Little back. And here is Jason Keller sitting in that Chevrolet.
Now the second, third, and fourth positions got jumped up a little bit when Benson spun. Of course, Keller went right on by him immediately, but Elton Sawyer got by the Bob Dotter car during that spin.
We'll get ready for green flag racing. We're checking with Bill Weber. Green flag waves, lap 157. Jason Keller leads him in turn 1, slips up a little bit as they are door-to-door and scrambling out of turn 2. There is Keller. There is the lap car of Chad Little. As you said that, he is down some 18 laps after that repair work in the pits, battery change.
Still has a fast race car. Found that he's got that juice back to it. Jason will do well just to let him go and not fool with him.
Not use up his tires or wear out his race car, holding the car back this 18 laps down. Hopefully, you would think maybe a spotter or someone would tell Jason that that car is indeed laps in arrears.
A number of cars did make some pit stops that are on the lead lap during that caution period. Some of them have some fresh tires on. Tommy Houston took on a couple of fresh tires, so did Dennis Setzer.
Tracy Leslie came in and took 4 tires on during that caution flag.
We'll see how they do. We make that run here for the last couple of laps.
There's Jeff Green and Tommy Houston battling side by side. Houston makes the move on the inside. There's Dennis Setzer right behind him.
Both of those drivers have pressure tires, right side tires, so they're moving up right into 11th position now. Houston did. Dennis Setzer will move up to 12th. And there's Randall LaJoy. That caution was a big benefit to him. He was still in front of the leader, so he did get back in the lead lap.
So he unlapped himself from Johnny Benson, held Benson off until the caution came out, and now showing himself in 14th position. What a job from Randall LaJoy for that Dennis Shoemaker Duralube car.
And certainly it's proven that he has a fast race car because he was able to stay out in front of Johnny Benson and then held Jason Keller off coming back to get the yellow flag. Tim Beadle making a move on Ward Burton. Burton drives the Caterpillar car number 95. And David Green into the pits in the Shan Jim Chevrolet. Certainly not scheduled pit stop for him. He was one of 19 drivers being shown on the lead lap.
There's Mike Wallace in the car number 90. He is being shown in 6th position. Behind him, Doug Heveron in 7th spot. And right in front, the 4th and 5th place cars, Johnny Rumley. Great ride by the Rumley in the Vic Johnson car number 25. And here is David Green, as you mentioned a moment ago, coming down pit road very, very slowly. It looks like David's going to have...
Here is trouble, Jerry, on the front straightaway. Big wreck. Mike Wallace is involved. Johnny Rumley is involved. Bobby Donner is involved. Johnny Benson involved. Jeff Fuller is involved. A little farther up the track, and Jeff Green.
Boy, at least half a dozen cars heavily damaged, and there is Doug Heveron. What a tremendous impact for the Milacron car of Heveron. Here's the high tool cars of Bobby Donner.
Everybody has moved away from the scene of the accident.
Amazing some of those cars could even roll, much less still run after the impact here. And here's Mike Wallace's car coming out of turn 4. It is shooting sparks around. There is the Milacron car, Doug Heveron. cars that were in the top 6 or 7.
Yes, they were. Battling for position, and somebody got into somebody, I guess. And anyway, it started a big melee.
Let's go down to John Kernan.
I'll just walk over to Doug Heveron's pit. Man, the front nose is gone. You can see steam coming from where the radiator is. Apparently the radiator might be broken. These guys, oh man, the left front fender is ripped back, peeled back. So is the right front fender. It is peeled back. Let me get out of the way here. They come around to change the left side tires. I'm telling you, I don't know how long this car will stay out there. It looks like they've got quite a leak with the radiator, just a bunch of fluid underneath. And Mike Wallace having to back up into his pits as he missed his pits. He must have a brake problem as Doug Heveron has shut the engine down. Back upstairs, guys.
There's Mike Wallace, and you see that there is the Bobby Dotter car, what's left of the back of the Mac-Hills. Look again at what just happened a moment ago.
Okay, as they come off of turn 4, it looks like Dotter gets into the Johnny Rumley car, and there comes Mike Wallace into it, and down on the inside was the car number 35 of Heveron, and then there were some others that spun further up the racetrack. Jeff Green was one of those.
Looks like Rumley gets tag teamed by Heveron and Dotter. There's the car 95, Ward Burton spinning. Jeff Fuller trying to get stopped, just taps Burton. The 3 car, that is, of course, Jeff Green. As Bobby Dotter heads back to pits, we are under caution for the 7th time tonight at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Excitement all over this racetrack, and we still have 35 laps to go. Back in a moment. It's being brought to you by Chevrolet. One car company has won more races in the history of NASCAR, genuine Chevrolet. By AC Delco Automotive Parts. AC Delco, it's like buying time. And by Texaco Haviland Formula 3 Motor Oil. Add more life to your car. Take it to the stars. Under caution at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Let's go to the pits and John Kernan.
And I'm standing by with Johnny Rumley, who's got a lot of damage. The radiator is broken on that car as well. And Johnny, just a big mess up here. What happened?
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, I guess the guy ran out of brakes coming off 4, and if you use brakes here coming off 4, I don't think you do, but anyway, we tore up the car, and Big Johnson, Onita, and them guys, they stuck by us, you know, and we had a decent run going. We wanted to turn the team around, and I think we proved we can run up with these guys, and we get everything right. We'll stay there. And I'd like to say hi to my kids, Carolyn, and everybody at home. We're okay. We'll be back in Michigan, and hopefully we'll do a little bit better.
Johnny Rumley had a top 5 run going for today, but now he's behind the wall after that big crash.
Boy, what a run he had going, and they've got to be awfully proud of what he has done. He got in a car a couple of years ago on one race deal and won at Hickory Speedway, and then Don Beverly puts him in this car. He quietly makes his way toward the front. Once again, recapping the cars involved, there is the Rumley car sitting on pit road. Car number 25, the 08 was involved, Bobby Dotter, the 90 of Mike Wallace, 35 of Doug Heveron, 47 of Jeff Fuller, 95 Ward Burton, Jeff Green's car number 3, and of course Johnny Benson, the 74 car. Those are the cars primarily involved, 7 in number in the 7th caution flag here of the evening. Chad Little's car number 23 still sitting in the pits. He's been in and lost some 18 laps for a battery change, and there's the yellow flag being shown by Carl Simmons. And while we're under caution, as you watch Tommy Houston's now being shown in 7th spot, and behind him Dennis Setzer. Remember, those guys made a pit stop just a few laps ago and changed tires, so they're set for possibly a run to the checkered flag. We'll see that run when we come back.